Good evening. I am Lisa Parks, doing a reflection video for Making the Christian Leader. It is October the 10th. I have learned so much in these 8 weeks about leadership that I didn't know, that I thought I knew. Initially, coming into the class the first week when we needed to write the definition of what we thought a strong Christian leader was, some of my I thought were to serve others through God's Spirit. A good, strong leader should listen to their staff and advise them in critical decision making. I'm a registered nurse, so I think in that means of decision making for patient care. To lead by example, show good values, support their team. And I still feel that is a lot of what a good leader should do. But I've learned so much more. I didn't know about the behaviors of a good leader, and I have also found out what a not so good leader shows by their qualities as well. When we did in week one the Christian Index survey, I have evaluated myself from that as well, of the indexes. I'll go over my scores. The first one, love, I got a 68%, which ranked pretty high, which shows a strong faith, but probably need to make a little bit more time for God in my life, which I can relate to that. My score for joy was 72%, which I do enjoy life most of the time and enjoy doing the things that I do. My patient score was 74%, um, which shows how well I handle tough situations. Having been a nurse for 32 years, that has certainly increased over the years, and being a mother. My kindness score was 68%. Being charitable towards others, I thought might would be a little bit higher, but it wasn't. My faithfulness was my highest score, um, which pleased me, was doing things by God's way. I do think I'm faithful in everything that I do in my personal life and in my work life. Gratitude was my lowest score at 44%. Um, Being free from envy. Um, how happy I am with the things I have, which I am. But obviously I didn't score very high when I answered my questions. I don't feel envious towards others. I guess I just don't appreciate the things that I do have as much as I should, and I will definitely work on that. My forgiveness score also wasn't very high. Giving others a second chance. I think at times I give people too many chances, but obviously I don't. And my compassion score was 74%. Having worked in hospice and palliative care for many years, I have developed a high level of compassion um, towards my patients and their families, and continue to work on that. I think sometimes, maybe after a certain period of time, we do become hardened to certain things, and I definitely will try to work on that. The behaviors of a leader, I learned a lot doing my interview with Jennifer Tyler, the Chief Nursing Officer for Eastern Shore Rural Health here on the Eastern Shore. And she taught me so many things of what a good leader, the qualities should possess, that the leader should possess. I've known Jennifer in the community for some time, not personally, but have seen her work. But she was so dynamic, and just her answering my questions and just her spirit and how she answered, you could tell that she is completely devoted to her staff and her organization. She embodies their beliefs and their work ethic and stands up for her staff and works with the community and other community leaders for the betterment of all of the citizens of the Eastern Shore, not just rural health patients. Um, she went into depth about some of the things, activities she had been involved in during the initial stages of the COVID pandemic here on the shore, which hit our area very hard. Um, the processes she developed and the other agencies that she worked with to help bring testing to the area, um, follow up with the patients, personally making calls, personally working with her staff when there were staffing crises due to her own nurses being out sick with COVID. Um, she just is a true leader. Um, and I would certainly hope that in the coming months and coming years, as I finish my education here at Regent in May, and probably will look to seek another job, that I can channel some of her abilities and her strengths and become a good leader as she is. Um, in looking towards the behaviors of a good leader, the 5 practices model the way. Um, I think leaders should set examples for their staff and with shared values. Everybody should be working towards a common goal, support their organization. Leaders don't always have to be the top of their organization. There can be leaders at many levels. We have in the nursing world, we have our nursing directors and chief nursing officers. We also have charge nurses. We have unit managers. Even the role of the CNA, the nursing assistant. They can be leaders among their own peers um, to work for the betterment of the patients. Um, we should inspire a shared vision. Everybody should be working towards a common goal. When you work on a project, on your unit, or in your department, everybody should want the same outcomes. You might not always get it, but everybody should be working together to see what they can do to try to make things better for their organization and for their patients, for their clientele, no matter what your profession is. Challenge the process. A lot of people don't like change. So that's one of the hardest things, I think, to get everybody on board when a change needs to be brought into your group. Um, you need to sell it to your group. You need to make them realize the good of the change, and how that will better the employees, how it will better your clientele, your customers, to make things good for your organization. Everybody wants to look up to their leader. And if you challenge your workers to be the best that they can and give them the tools that they need to succeed, that's a strong leader. Enable others to act. Um, you need to be considerate of what your coworkers are going through. Leading by example. You strengthen others as our textbook, Kouzes and Posner, told us. Um, Leaders strengthen others by developing confidence and competence. Set forth your standards. Let people know what is expected of them. Be a resource for them. Let everybody know what your core values are. You need to be honest and fair. Show integrity. Be approachable to your staff. Let them know that you're there for them, and that they can reach out to you if they have any questions and concerns. And one of my probably hardest behaviors is to enable the heart. Um, I'm not the warmest person probably at work, um, but encourage the people that you work with. Let them know that they're doing a good job. Let them know that they matter. Praise them whenever you can. Um, this will get you more work and help than anything. Nobody likes to go to work and not know that they are appreciated. Um, just let everybody, and not every organization is a Christian organization. Not every organization supports prayer in the workplace. Um, but you can praise others and show them godly traits that you have that they can bring into their work life that they might not have. Um, and looking to what a strong leader isn't, I'm sad to say that I have certainly learned those traits. Um, Having been a leader over my 32-year career, um, I'm very sad to say that my current leader does not possess a lot of these behaviors. We don't get a lot of praise. Um, we don't get feedback. Um, we're given a task. There's no follow up, and it makes for a long work day. Um, Everyone wants to do a good job at work. Um, I think most people need a job, um, and if you can make positive outcomes at work and positive relationships at work, um, for the betterment of your community, for your betterment of your organization, it's a win for everybody. This class has been very enlightening to me. I've probably learned more in this class than many of my other classes that I've had. And as I get ready to graduate in May, I hope that I have become a stronger Christian, will become a stronger Christian leader because of this class. I certainly know the tools that I need to work on and what traits I need to develop um, to be a stronger leader. And I thank God for allowing me this opportunity and my instructor for allowing me this opportunity. And thank you. And it's been a great semester. And God bless.